It's Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Beavertown Brewery. And this is a can of their Supermoon Hazy IPA. This is a 6% ABV beer coming in a 440 milliliter can. I've noticed, certainly over the summer months of 2022, Beavertown have really pushed this brand, or should I say Heineken have really pushed this brand. They've spent many millions of pounds on marketing. Now, I live in a small area of Barry that is not well known for drinking craft beer, but yet I drove out of my little town only 2 weeks ago, and on a giant billboard on the way out of the town was Beavertown Brewery. And the sign said, "Out of this world beers." And you're thinking, wow, you know, that's a big push. But it's not just a big push with billboards and advertising and everything else. You go to the supermarkets, you go to Sainsbury's, you go to Tesco's, ASDA. I picked this one up in ASDA. And Beavertown are there. Over the last few months, they've got a range of beers that have hit most of the major supermarkets. So this is a new one into ASDA. It was £3 a can, 6% ABV. Have I enjoyed these Beavertown beers? In all honesty, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. There's been one or two which I've not really enjoyed. I thought they were like a little bit bland. But then there's been a couple more which I thought, wow, this is really good. I've really enjoyed it. I think I really like the 8% double IPA that I picked up in Tesco recently over the last few months. If I remember rightly, I really liked that one. Because it was a funny thing, wasn't it? Because we all understood, we all realised that Heineken grabbed hold of this brand. And they seem to, certainly Gamma Ray took a right hide into nothing in terms of quality. That was a fantastic beer. Neck Oil was a fantastic beer. And they certainly don't taste the same. They don't taste how they used to taste. Beavertown were one of, if not the best craft brewer in the UK, probably back as far as 2015. 2015, I'd say if Beavertown launched a beer, everybody wanted to buy it. Then it got bought by Heineken. Heineken kind of ruined their core range a little bit. And then they fell off the radar. And then they really kind of didn't do much until 2022 happened. 2022 hit, and they've obviously worked hard in their marketing department. They've obviously worked hard on the brand. They've obviously worked hard on the beers, but they've launched 440 cans in most of the well-known supermarkets. They've got 330ml cans in. They're putting billboards out. It's like they're pushing the brand again. It's like they've gone, oh yeah, we bought that company for 40 million quid and we forgot all about it. And now, you know, we should dust it off and maybe do something with it. Anyway, so this beer is available in ASDA. It's a one finger whitehead, straw coloured, hazy looking beer. Let's get the aroma. It's a little bit musty, this one. It's a little bit like a bouquet of flowers or a maybe like perfumey kind of aroma going on. Like if you bought like a, I'm not sure if you can, you probably can, but like a hot perfume. if you could buy a sprayable hop perfume, it would kind of smell like this, I imagine. There's a bit of lemon, there's a bit of grapefruit, there's a bit of orange peel, but it's all kind of like crammed into one flavour. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. I don't really like that one. No, I'm going to be perfectly honest. No. This is what I was saying earlier about Beavertown Brewery being a bit of a mixed bag. You can get some good ones and then you can get some bang average ones. This is bang average. This is like all the hop flavours. Like I want them to split. I want the hop flavours to split into different flavours. I want to be tasting passion fruit, then mango, then a bit of grapefruit, then a bit of lemon, then a touch of lime, bit of orange peel, fleshy blood orange, but I want it all segmented. I want to be able to pick those flavours out individually. I don't want just a mass. I don't want like a crammed, musty, hoppy, everything all at once. So all the flavours that I've just mentioned are all like crammed together into a sort of a hop concentrate musty mess. It's a shame. It's a shame because I thought that Beavertown were on the up. I thought they were going for it, if you like. I thought they'd been given free rein, but nah, it's not the worst beer I've ever tried. I think if I'd had a few beers in the garden, and then if somebody handed me this, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is all right. And then carry on chatting with your mates and getting on with the conversation. Where sometimes in life I can have a few beers with my mates, talk to my mates, have a laugh with the boys, and then I'll get something special, a really nice beer, and I'll just take myself away from the conversation a little bit because I'm really enjoying this beer and I really want to concentrate on it and I really want to enjoy it and I really want to just have a little moment to myself with this beer. This is just another, there we are, 6%, pour it out, have a look at the can. The boys are talking about the football just by here. You have a sip and you go, yeah, that's all right. Oh yeah, Paul Pogba's made his way back to Juventus or something, and then you're back in the conversation. It's not like a conversation breaker. It's not like something that's gonna really kind of make you go, ooh, wow, I don't need to talk about football anymore, or I don't need to talk about whatever we were talking about. Fred Dibner knocking down chimneys or whatever, you know. It's just another relatively bland IPA. It's a bit musty, it's a bit perfumey. I go back to that saying of if they could make a hot perfume, this would, you know, you'd rather spray this on yourself rather than drink it. Unfortunate, that one. Unfortunate. It's just a bit. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit. It's just not doing enough. It's not doing enough. It's not screaming hops at me. It's just a bit boring. If you imagine Heineken making an IPA, this would be it. that's probably the best way to boil down this beer review. There's no real description. There's just all sorts of flipping ingredients where the beer is going to be sent all around the world. There's nothing really on the beer. Yeah, it's quite poor. It's a 4 out of 10. That's not a 4, is it? It's a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.